Hello and welcome to Brooks Field in Milton, Massachusetts on Friday, September 23rd for Sport View's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2022. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panthers face the Milton Wildcats of the Bay State League. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, last week the Panthers were dominating in their win over Medway. What do you expect to see from Holliston against Milton tonight?
I expect to see, right now, two evenly matched teams. They're matched well in size. Both teams have a lot of speed, especially in athleticism, especially in the skill positions. You're going to see a really special quarterback. This Owen McHugh from Milton is a really good quarterback. But I expect to see a good game. The only thing is, it's funny, Tom, sometimes when you expect a game, you have two teams on paper that are this close. One team tends to pull away from the other, so we'll see if that happens too. But other than that, these are two teams. Milton from Division III rated very highly. Holliston from Division IV rated very highly. And they're both trying to feel each other out here and see. It's probably the best game that each one of them, the best match that each one of them had so far this year.
Holliston comes into this game with a 2-0 record. They are ranked by the New England Football Journal number 24. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 20th season with the Panthers. His record, 159 wins against 52 losses. The Milton Wildcats are 2-0. The New England Football Journal has them at number 17, and their head coach is Steve Dombrowski in his 8th season with the Wildcats. His record, 59 wins and 16 losses. Captain's out for the coin toss. Number 13, TJ Kiley. Number 9, Joey Gentile. Number 54, Pierce Alachi. Number 56, Grant Harper. And number 11, Brady Sweeney.
Well, I don't want to jump into Carlos's territory here, giving you much of the weather, but I will tell you that the wind is blowing in gusts from right to left. So you may see teams played a little differently. When they're going from right to left is when they're going left to right.
Captains for Milton, number 6, Jack Finnegan. Number 9, KJ Beckett. Number 12, Owen McEwen. And number 72, Drew Kikoris. So it looks like Holliston won the toss, and they defer to the second half.
Everybody give it up.
We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment. And now HCAT's onboard stats computer, Carlos Canto with Los's pregame lowdown.
Thank you, Tom. Guys, I just wanted to highlight, just an unbelievable defensive performance by the Panthers last week against Medway. The final score was 48-0. Obviously, hard enough to come away with the shutout in football. But take a look at some of these stats. The Panthers held Medway to only 4 first downs in the entire game, held them to only 2 net yards rushing and only 47 yards passing, 49 total yards of offense. That's only under 50 total yards of offense. A defensive performance like we've never seen, and against a strong Milton team today, they're going to need another strong defensive effort.
Thank you, Los.
And just real quick, guys, to allude to Jay's weather reference, it is very breezy today here in Milton. It's a temperature of 51 degrees. It was a lot windier during warm-ups. It seems to have died down a little bit, but still windy and chilly.
Okay, number 14, Kawal Lima for the kickoff for the Panthers. Chips down to the 20-yard line, taken on a bounce. Nice tackle by number 14, Kawal Lima. He makes it all the way down the field, his first game with the Panthers this season.
Well, you're going to see a good quarterback here, number 12, Owen McHugh. He can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his legs. Fast, he's strong, and he has a really good arm. And he has a couple, several good players down there with him. With the Finnegan, number 6.
The receivers, Olson, Sammons, McKenzie, and Fulton. First and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 25-yard line. And McHugh hands off to Finnegan. Finnegan strung out, but he's close to a first down.
I don't think that either one of these two teams has played an opponent who's as fast as the other team. So I think both these teams are going to be using their speed, but they're going to be seeing speed on the other side of the line.
Second down and 1 for the Wildcats. McHugh hands off to Finnegan, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. I don't think.
Yeah, I think he just made it. He did get it. He made the line of gain, so they get the first down. As I said, this is really a good test for both teams, Tom, you know, here.
This is the best offense that this Panther defense has faced so far this year. McHugh on first and 10. Under a rush, chased out of the pocket. He's going to give it a little flip toss.
Looks like it's caught.
And connected.
Yep. For first down.
To McKenzie, number 5.
11-yard reception.
Yep, first down.
So Milton moves the chains again.
See, and he can do that, McHugh. You know, he can beat you on designed runs, but he can also get back there and run back and forth until the receiver gets free, and then hit anybody, no matter how far downfield they are.
Fumbled snap. McHugh takes it up himself. Races upfield. He's finally pushed out by Nick Larsh, but not after a 20-yard gain.
Clock stops here to set everything up. 10:08 left to go in the first quarter.
So it'll be first and 10 as the Wildcats are in Panther territory now. Ball's at the 30-yard line of the Panthers. McHugh to Finnegan. And the ball's on the ground.
I think they're going to calm down.
They call him down. So after a short gain.
Down on the field. Second down. Second and about 6.
Second and 6 for the Wildcats.
You're going to have to contain these guys too, Tom. You're going to have to make sure that no one gets to the outside. If one of these teams with this much speed get to the outside, you're in real trouble. So whoever can win the edge tonight is going to have a good opportunity to win the game.
3 receivers to McHugh's left, and he's looking to pass. Fires it deep for the corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
Brady Sweeney on the coverage.
Good coverage by Sweeney, intended for McKenzie. McKenzie stretched out there, but just couldn't haul it in. They'll bring up third down and 6 for the Wildcats.
And once again, they are a little bit like Holliston in the fact that this is 4-down territory for them.
Holliston holding opposing offenses to 21% on third down.
McHugh takes it himself. Tries to get the right side. He's strung out a little bit. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be 4th down and 2 yards to go.
Nice job of keeping him under control there. Now with 4th and 2, they have an opportunity to, Milton has an opportunity to run a lot of the different plays in their playbook.
The Panthers are perfect on 4th down defensively, 0 for 7.
Hand off to Finnegan, hits the right side.
And
looks like he
just
needed to get just shy of the 20, and he got there.
Good for Milton. First down.
So Milton converts on 4th down. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. This drive started on their own 25-yard line as they marched down, taking the opening kickoff and marched down the field so far. McHugh looks right, goes to the corner of the end zone, and let's look for the signal. Complete, touchdown, Wildcats. Michael Fulton, number 13.
Well, he can do that. McHugh has that great arm, and he can. He also has a lot like TJ, and he has a good touch on it too. You can look at him. He can whip the ball if he needs to, and he can put it up in a situation like that where you kind of get into one of those fade situations down in the end zone. Very nicely thrown pass.
Finnegan, number 6, to try for the extra point. His kick is up and good. So with 8:06 to go in the first quarter, the Wildcats are on the board first, 7-0.
Well, nice drive by the Wildcats. They come down and take it right down the field. I think, but Holliston's going to have to get a little bit used to the speed, just as I'm pretty sure that Milton's going to have to get used to Holliston's speed too. But like I said, Tom, you're really going to have to contain the edge. You're going to have to keep those runners, especially McHugh, inside in the pocket, and every so often throw a blitz at him. The problem with blitzing on a guy like him, though, is he can run around enough in the backfield for somebody to come free, a receiver to come free, and that's going to be an issue.
Number 4, Cooper Olson, and number 6, Andrew Dennison back deep for the Panthers to receive the kick.
Normally, Brad Andriola's back there, but Brad had a little surgery this week. And Brad, if you're watching, we wish you the best. Take care of yourself, buddy. Get all rested up, get all well, and get back here as fast as you can. Good player.
Finnegan with the kickoff for the Wildcats. His kick dribbles along the ground, and there's a scramble. I think the Panthers have it. So their field position will be pretty good at the 33-yard line.
Holliston ball.
Well, Holliston's going with the wind right now. And again, like Carlos said, it's not sustained. It was really sustained. It's really, really blowing really hard when we first got here. But since the sun went down, it's still quite gusty at times, but it's not a sustained wind.
TJ Kiley, number 13, the quarterback for the Panthers. And they try the jet play to Andrew Dennison. He's out close to the 40-yard line. Nice little gain.
Nice run by Andrew, and again, testing those edges. Comes up second and short, about 3 yards?
Call it 2nd and 3. Kiley back to pass. Complete to number 11, Brady Sweeney.
Pass complete to number 11.
That's for first down. Brady, Brady gets out there, and that's a good route for him. He can get out there and in the flat kind of, and make the catch. And then he's got great, just like Dennison, they both have great yards after catch. They do a nice job out there. The other thing that I like doing when they send Sweeney across the field sometimes, and that he can get really open in those situations too.
That was Sweeney's 8th catch of the season, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns for number 11. New formation for the Panthers. Hit the handoff to Devin Harding, number 3, and he slices up the field. He's tripped up after he gets the first down close to the 35-yard line of the Wildcats.
On the film I've seen with the Wildcats, Tom, they can be attacked, especially off tackle and to the outside. And that's where a runner like Devin Harding has a great opportunity tonight to make some big plays.
Harding with 202 yards rushing and receiving, 202 yards rushing this year, I should say. 4 touchdowns for the Panthers. First down at the 36-yard line of Milton. Harding off the left side. Just tripped up.
Gain him about 2 on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped on that play. 5:51 left to go in the first quarter, clock running. We're over here on the Milton side of the field today. We get we're in the student section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some.
A lot of team spirit over here.
And they got a big band. The band's in this right there next to us.
So second down and call it 10 for Holliston. Kiley. Dennison on the end around the right side, and number 6 all the way to the 20-yard line.
That was
another first down for the Panthers.
Very well designed play. That's out of that new formation. And what happens is they sent a back to the left, and then the 2 linemen on the left turned around and went out and blocked for the runner and gave Dennison some good blocking and gives Holliston a good situation here.
Coming into this game, 916 all-purpose yards for Andrew Dennison, 4 touchdowns. So first and 10 for Holliston at the Wildcat 20, and they go to Harding again, this time up the gut. Picked up 3 yards, 2nd and 7 for Holliston.
2nd down and 7.
I like that new formation. You get a lot of blocking. You get a lot of blocking from your backs.
Yeah, maybe it's a tight trips that they put to the side of the formation almost. Now they spread it out with Sweeney all the way out to the left. Dennison on the right. They go to Harding again. He follows number 54, Pierce-Alachi.
Short gain on the play. 3rd down.
He crosses the 15 to the 13-yard line.
False start, looks like from Holliston, so a 5-yard penalty.
So no play there.
It's interesting, they waited till after the play to call it. Clock running, 3:10 left to go in the first.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for Holliston. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Last week we saw T.J. Kiley make some really nice runs when they needed some big yardage, and maybe he's maybe watch him around here, see what he can do.
Kyler to pass. He's got Dennison out in the flat, and number 6 tumbles down out of bounds all the way down to the 15-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, Andrew Dennison, he got out there really nice, and he just kind of floated out again into the flat area, and he was all by himself. He was able to get TJ get him the ball, and of course with his speed, he's going to get you a lot of yardage no matter where he gets the ball.
Panthers are 9 of 17 on 3rd downs this season. That's good for 53%.
So tight trips formation to the left. Kylie hands it to Dennison. And he dives forward. Let's see where they give him forward progress to. He's going to be, it's going to be very close for 4th down.
And on 4th down, the Panthers are 2 for 3, 67% this season so far.
So clock running with 1:31 to go here in the first quarter. And they're going to have a 4th and long 2.
Big play for Holliston right here. You want to keep this drive going or get in for the touchdown.
They bring the war offense out.
I like this.
Put Harding on the left wing.
Oh, false start again for Holliston. So they move it back 5. And they'll probably come back with a spread again, I think. I like the War. I think War is going to be able to make quite a bit of yardage tonight, to be honest with you, Tom. I think that
5-yard penalty.
Of course, our offensive line loves to play the War offense. You get out there and block in and get, make those holes, get those guys going through the holes and everything. But now it's 4th and about 7 with 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter. A lot of room over here on the left side. So we'll see if TJ rolls left on this play.
McCarron, number 2, tight to the left. Kylie fires. Incomplete. So the Panthers turn it over on downs on their first drive.
I think that pass got tipped up the line, guys.
Yeah, it looked something was out of whack there. 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter as Milton takes over again.
Very fast moving first quarter.
Yeah, and the thing here is, like, you get against a team like this, you're not going to be able to have those penalties and those turnovers and that kind of thing. You got to play as clean a game as you possibly can. Those 2 turnovers really cost Holliston, especially this last one. Not turnovers, I'm sorry, penalties.
McHugh back to pass. Goes to Dylan McKenzie on the fade pass.
It's coming back, I think. It's coming back. Probably a hold, would be my guess. Holding. Yep. Holding Milton. But you got to start putting some pressure on him because you can't be giving McHugh that kind of time.
Milton is averaging 7 penalties per game this season, guys, so it's been an issue for them.
Hopefully that means that the Panther rush was close to getting him on that play.
First and 20.
See, now you got to be careful. In a situation like this, having the ball in McHugh's hands, sometimes he likes to run when he has a 1st and long.
1st and 20 for the Wildcats. McHugh to Finnegan. Finnegan escapes 1 tackle, but not the second one. Number 9, Joey Gentile put that one on it. He's the leading tackler for the Panthers after 2 games. And that's the end of the first quarter. Wildcats 7, Panthers nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. Okay, as we start the second quarter, the Wildcats 1st and 20 from their own 9-yard line.
And the Wildcats have the wind in this quarter, and you saw even against the wind what a strong arm McHugh has on that last play.
Here they come. McHugh gets away from the rush. Streaks up the field. All the way out to midfield, number 12. Big run.
That's what I was saying, Tom. You can blitz him, you can rush him, but you better make sure he's covered front and both sides. Otherwise, he's going to get away and make a lot of yardage, and it's a tough thing to do. But you got to figure a way to do it. Maybe have some kind of a spy on him or something.
That was a 40-yard gain for the Wildcats.
Yeah, 42 yards. Credit Andrew Dennison for tracking McHugh down and tackling him. That might have saved a touchdown.
First and 10 from the Panther 47. Hand it to Finnegan. He's tackled at the 40.
8-yard pickup.
Gain of 7. Second down and 3 for Milton.
7-yard side.
Tremendously quick first quarter, guys. That only took about 20 minutes in real time.
Yeah, a lot of running.
McHugh to pass on second down. He goes deep, looking for Fulton again, and he hits him. Nice pass by number 12 in Fulton, all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Pass complete.
Well, what's happening is they're getting just a little bit behind the Holliston D-backs, and the Holliston D-backs, I'm not sure they're looking up in time to see the ball, because if they did, they'd certainly have a chance to put their hand up and you know, swipe the ball away. But it looks like, I'm not quite sure why they're not looking back, but twice now I've seen a situation where it looks like they haven't seen the pass coming to the receiver.
First and goal for Milton. Handoff to new running back who fumbles it into the end zone. The whistle had blown before that, stopping his forward progress.
Looks like he might have picked up half a yard, if even that. Watch the edges here now. You really you have to defend the edges, and you have to watch when McHugh goes back to pass. You got to be very careful that that the center of that line doesn't open up.
Second and goal from the 5. Olsen in motion. McHugh looks to the corner of the end zone, fires it. Intended for number 4. I think that's Luke Salmons.
Third goal.
Luke Salmon.
Well, that time they got to him. That time they got him going backwards. He still threw the ball.
He's still,
incredibly well.
and that was an only place where his receiver could make a play on it.
Yeah.
The back of the end zone.
CJ Pacheco led a pack of Panthers, just putting pressure on the quarterback on that last play.
Yeah, you're right, Carlson. They did a nice job of spreading out, so he couldn't get away.
Third and goal for the Wildcats. McHugh's going to rush it himself, and he's inside for a touchdown. Milton. Owen McHugh, that's his second touchdown rush of the season.
Well, I told you at the beginning of the game, whoever wins the edge tonight is going to have a great shot at winning the game. You're going to have to understand that you've got to keep him contained. If you don't contain him, he's going to have a huge night. 9:44 left to go in the half.
Extra point is up and good.
There's a flag on the field. But the flag, a Holliston player came across.
Yeah, I think it was just
Yeah, they
encroachment.
Did, yeah, and they're declining the penalty.
So with 9:44 to go in the first half, the Wildcats score again and are up 14-0 over the Panthers. So it looked like Holliston had them all backed up on their own 9-yard line, but a couple of big plays. A McHugh run and a McHugh to Fulton pass.
Yeah, 42-yard quarterback scramble from McHugh, and then a 37-yard pass to Fulton at the 4-yard line.
Okay, but you're in a situation here where you know you can move the ball too. Holliston can get down there and score quickly also. They are going against the wind now. And that's where when Holliston was down there on fourth and 2, and they had the war offense there, and they had the illegal procedure, that really killed them.
Finnegan's kickoff is as high as I've ever seen a kickoff, taken at the 15-yard line by Andrew Dennison.
Oh,
And he almost splits the Wildcats for a great kickoff return, but he gets it all the way out 15 yards to the 30-yard line.
$9:39 left to go in the half. Let's see, going against the wind, if Holliston comes out in the spread or the war offense. Looks like the spread.
Going to try that. We got sort of a tight formation, 2 receivers to TJ's left.
It's a free
And
play.
he rolls backwards to pass, stops, fires, complete. He got Brady right at the 45, 46-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, I think Carlos is right. It might be a free play. There might be a offsides. Oh, are they bringing it back?
False start.
False start again from Holliston.
Again, they're not blowing the play dead after.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't think I've ever seen it. They just let the play go and then they call a procedure.
And that's a safety issue too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new wrinkle.
First and 15 from the 25.
So it'll be 1st and 15 from the Panther 25-yard line.
Unless there's something with that formation that is illegal and they're waiting till after the play is called because they're waiting for someone to move.
Kiley back to pass. Fires incomplete, intended for Sweeney.
Second down and 15.
Number 11 drawing a crowd right there.
So they're letting Finnegan, it looks like, stay on this side, and whoever's coming out here, it looks like he's covering them one-on-one. And then the safeties will shift over to wherever Sweeney is. It looks like kind of what they're doing right now.
Second and 15. Kiley back to pass. Fires. Tipped.
Pass incomplete. Third down.
They're getting pressure on TJ. They got to give him a little more time, either that or roll him out. And the ball's in a nice position now. If he rolls out, he can roll out to the right. And he's pretty accurate when he rolls out. So there might be something you might want to look at here.
Third and 15 for the Panthers. We bring Dennison and Sweeney over to the right. Gentile to the left. Short pass to Devin Harding.
They play defense a lot like Holliston. They are very, very quick to the ball, just like Holliston is.
That'll bring up 4th down and 12, and we'll see the punting team.
So Holliston, some of these Holliston backs and receivers who are used to just having one guy in coverage, TJ's back to punt. They're used to seeing just one guy in coverage, but they get out in the open and there's 3 or 4 players right there to tackle them.
Kiley's punt, fair catch called for at the 43-yard line, and the Wildcats will have their 3rd possession in Panther territory.
Yeah, good possession, good spot for them. 8:31 left to go in the half. So this is where your defense has to stiffen here.
Well, that was the Panthers' calling card the first 2 games.
Yep.
Was their defense, so leaning on them right now is the right thing to do. They've got to slow down the Wildcats right here. McHugh wide open.
Yeah. Blown coverage.
Michael
there.
Fulton, number 13, with the touchdown catch.
I will tell you this too, that was very interesting. If you saw that, if you kind of key on McHugh did there, I think it was Finnegan was the back, and he was doing one of those run pass options, and he just held it in Finnegan's, I think it was Finnegan's stomach, just long enough to look, and he looked and he just saw the man wide open. He pulled the ball back and threw a nice easy touchdown. 8:22 left to go in the half.
Finnegan's extra point is up and good. So with 8:22 to go in the first half, the Wildcats are ahead of the Panthers 21-0.
Well, I think what you're going to see now is this. This is a team, this Holliston team. They're very experienced. They're not going to panic. They're going to stay patient. They still can play their game, but they're just going to have to do two things. They're going to have to get into the end zone, obviously, and they're going to have to figure out a way to stop this Milton offense. But this game is by no way means over yet.
For Owen McHugh, that was his 9th touchdown pass of the season.
See if we get one of those high kickoffs again.
That was a super high kickoff.
Looked like a punt almost. I think Milton was the last spring the state champion in a state champion in baseball.
Finnegan's kick is sky high, and the wind takes it and it blows it over Dennison's head into the end zone for a touchback.
We'll get a touchback.
So Holliston will start at the 25. See, once again, I'm anxious to see if it's at some point Coach Carley does come out in a war offense. It's a spread right now.
Dennison split to the right, Sweeney to the left. 1st and 10 from the 20. Holliston, Devin Harding takes a shot right at the line of scrimmage. He's got no gain on 1st down.
Really quick reaction by the
1 yard gain on the
Milton
play.
team defense.
Second and 9.
Holliston doing a lot of shifting out there.
They bring those tight trips to the right side. And here's the handoff to Dennison on the end around.
Wow.
But that play is strung out.
Loss in the play.
3rd down and 12 for the Panthers.
3rd and 12.
If you're Holliston now, you got to think in the playbook. What do we have? I mean, it's 3rd and 12. You really got to see if you can get a 1st down here and keep the defense off the field a little bit and get a drive going. Holliston definitely has the athletes to do it. There's a timeout.
The Panthers take a timeout with 6:43 left in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Third down and 12 for Holliston.
Third 12.
Three receivers to Kylie's right. He rolls right, pulls it back, fires, wide open, number 2, Owen McCarron.
Well done.
First down.
McCarron with the first down.
McCarron had a really 2 nice catches last week. He had the long one, and then right after that, he had the second one for the touchdown. So it's good. You got to look to all these receivers. They're looking for all the receivers to the outside, and it kind of left them inside open for McCarron. Nice job by TJ getting away from that rush also.
First and 10 from the 35. Harding on the right side, and he picks up a quick 10 yards. First down at the 45-yard line.
Well, whatever they said at that timeout, you ought to bottle it. Use it later. They're playing right now. They're coming up, and they're not wasting a lot of time. Get that tempo going.
Harding to the left side. All the way out for a 9-yard gain. Be second and short. Second and 2, call it.
That's a good tempo they're picking up. You know, if they keep going if they could keep going that tempo, that would be a big help. Second and 1.5 or 2, your playbook's wide open here.
They fake to Harding. And Kylie's sacked by number 67.
Big play by Milton.
So it's going to be third down and 15 for Holliston. 4:40 to go here in the first half.
I like to see him, Tom. I like to see him get back into that rhythm there. They had those 3 plays, boom, 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 and they made 2 first downs and a 9-yard gain. Now they're going to call another timeout. Holliston is.
And we'll be back in just a moment. So third and 15 for the Panthers. Let's see what they dial up right here.
Well, they do have the ball over here on the right hash, so TJ is pretty good rolling to his left.
Gentile in motion. Brady Sweeney on the crossing pattern.
Tackled by Anderson.
He picks up 5. It'll be 4th and 10. I think we'll see Holliston go for it here.
45-yard line.
4:09 left to go in the half.
Have a timeout.
And it's his
Milton?
timeout, Milton.
So with 4:04 left in the first half, we'll take a quick break. It's an important 4th down for Holliston here in the first half. 4th and 10.
Now, a couple of things could happen here because TJ is punting also, so they could give it to him and let him punt it, or they could go for it on 4th.
Kylie back to pass, fires, complete.
Yeah, they're going to give
Looks
him,
like
if they give
Sweeney
him,
has enough for the first down.
Yep.
Let's see.
if they give him where he caught it, it was. Let's see
Reception on the
what.
field.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him first down.
Panthers move the chains. A clutch play by Kylie to Sweeney.
Now they got to get right back and get in that rhythm again.
And a perfect route run by Brady Sweeney. Knew exactly where to get the first down. A little confusion on Milton's end defensively.
Harding, left side, forward for about 2 or 3.
Gain of about 3 in the play.
Clock running, 3:25 left to go in the first half.
Second out of 7.
No, they are making yardage on those runs, Tom and Los. You just got to keep at it, stay with it. You know, believe in the running game.
Yeah, in fact, that last play, Jay, the Panthers go over 100 yards. They have 101 total yards of offense. 44 of those yards on the ground.
Fake to Harding. Kiley rolls out, but he is sacked right at midfield by big number 77.
Brings up a 3rd and 15.
So now we're back in the 3rd and 15 again. He's got to pick up at least 5 or 6 yards here to make it doable. 4th down.
Kiley, short drop, pulls it back, scrambles, tucks the ball himself.
Quarterback keeper.
Nice job.
Picks up 6 yards.
Nice job by TJ. Don't
Makes
do
it
anything.
4th and 9.
He's staying patient, looking for his receivers. Nothing is open there, so he takes it himself, gives his team a shot at with 2:09, 2:08 left to go, and a timeout.
So another timeout. This one by Milton. We'll be right back in a moment. Another important 4th down for Holliston.
Well, you got a couple options here. You know, you had your 2 wide receivers. You can get out there. Owen McLaren might be another opportunity running it out of tight end. Let's see what Coach Kiley's dialed up.
Kiley, short drop, pushed out of the pocket, fires right down the middle to number 11. And there's Brady Sweeney with a nice grab for a 15-yard gain or so.
Clock running.
Panthers are inside the 30 to the 28. 1st and 10. Moving quickly. Empty backfield. Kiley rolls right.
Oh, nice job.
Picks up as many yards as he can find and then scampers out of bounds.
That's smart. You want to get out of bounds. Don't get hit. Nice, 6-yard gain. And he also stopped the clock. Because I think both teams now have used 2 timeouts. I think both teams only have 1 left. 1:34 left to go in the half.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 5.
Second down has not been kind to them on this drive. So we'll see if he can get some positive yardage this time.
Kiley fakes it at Harding. Hits Dennison.
Ooh.
Dennison got tripped up as right at the 1st down marker. I think he
got it.
He moved the chains and they stopped the clock to reset the chain gang there.
1:20 clock running.
Ball at the 20-yard line. Kiley to Gentile.
Nice job. Oh, and he stayed in bounds, so clock still runs. 1:10 left to go in the half. I don't think Holliston really minds. I think they can take their time and kind of get into the end zone and leave nothing on the clock.
2nd down and 5 for Holliston. They're in the red zone. Kiley to Harding. Harding close to a 1st down as he gets down inside the 10, but only 47 seconds. Clock's running right here.
Yeah, they take their last time out, Holliston does.
So we'll take a quick break as well. Okay, out of the timeout, 3rd down and 3. Ball's on the 10-yard line.
This has been a great
and there's
drive.
45 seconds to go.
Great drive so
in
far,
the 1st
Tom.
half. Kiley fakes it to Harding. Looks back, goes to the back of the end zone.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete, intended for Gentile. That'll bring up 4th down and 3. Still 39 seconds on the clock.
It's a big play for Holliston because this drive has kept Milton off the field. If you can score now, and then you come back out and you're going to get the ball on the opening kickoff of the second half and get a couple quick scores here back to back, that would be a big thing to get Holliston right back in this ball game. So this is a big 4th down for them.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Harding in the backfield. And he is forward. Let's see where they mark it. Milton saying no, he didn't make it. And the signal is 1st down for the Wildcats. So the Panthers get in the red zone again and turn it over on downs again.
Yeah, that one really hurt because, as I said, you could have come in and had a chance to get back-to-back touchdowns here. Now with 34 seconds, let's see how Milton plays it. If I was Milton, I would attack. I don't know if they're going to do that or they're just going to be happy with the 21-point halftime lead.
10 from the Milton 8-yard line.
Well, the Panthers started that drive after the touchback on their own 20.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to take a knee. That'll be it.
Clock's not running.
Oh, they call
Clock
timeout?
is running.
There you go. Yeah.
Time on the
So that'll be the end of the first half. Wildcats 21, Panthers nothing. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. And now Carlos Canto with Los's halftime lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. The score at halftime, Milton leading 21-0 over the Panthers. Obviously dominating on the scoreboard here, but the stats are actually a little closer than the score would indicate. Total yards, 208 for Milton, 134 for Holliston. And both teams have exactly 8 first downs. So both teams kind of moving the ball with regularity. It's just Milton that's actually able to get in the end zone at this point. Passing yards, 78 for Holliston, 116 for Milton. Rushing yards, 56 for Holliston, 92 for Milton. Sacks are becoming a problem for Holliston. They've given up 2 so far for 21 yards and 5 tackles for loss in total. So that's something that you're probably going to see the Holliston offense key on in the second half. Individually for the Panthers quarterback, TJ Kiley is 8 of 12 for 78 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rushers for the Panthers are Andrew Dennison with 6 carries for 30 yards, and Devin Harding, he's got 39 yards on 8 carries. Leading receiver is Brady Sweeney. He's got 40 yards receiving on 4 catches. Owen McCarron checking in with a catch for 16 yards as well. For Milton, quarterback Owen McHugh is 4 of 6 for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Their leading rusher is also McHugh. He's got 65 yards rushing the football on 5 carries. The other leading rusher for Milton is Jack Finnegan. He's got 6 carries for 27 yards. Leading receiver for Milton is Michael Fulton. He's got an even 100 yards off of 3 receptions, 2 of those receptions, 4 touchdowns, one of them a 43-yard touchdown. And then defensively for the Panthers, Dennison, Gentile, and David Villa are leading all tacklers. They've got 2 apiece. We also have a nice little pass breakup from Brady Sweeney. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. There's a story, the big plays for the Milton Wildcats. They executed them.
Yeah,
Holliston had them pinned back on their own 9, 2nd down and 20.
Well, Holliston did give up a couple of those big plays, and that kind of a couple touchdowns. But also, Holliston has had a couple opportunities that they've squandered down in the red zone, and they've got to clean up those penalties a little bit, and they got to start giving TJ a little more time to get out there and look for his receivers. When he's had some time and he's gotten around, his receivers have gotten free.
Dennison and Olsen back to receive the kick for Holliston. Finnegan drives it, Dennison back at the goal line. Makes one tackler miss, but he gets a return out to the 15-yard line.
You know, we've always talked about how the Holliston coaching staff, you know, they come out of these half times with some really good adjustments. They're going to need some right now, and the boys pick it up a little and get downfield and score a touchdown, get themselves right back into this game.
Ball started on the 15-yard line.
Lima split to the left. Sweeney to the right. Now they give it to Sweeney on the end around. And number 11's tripped up just before the 25-yard line. It's close to a first down.
Well, they got Sweeney in there. They got Dennison in there.
Gain of 9 on the play.
And, of course, Harding in there. And, you know, the playmakers, they got to get the ball into the playmakers' hands. And the other one tonight who's had some good plays is Owen McCarron at tight end. This was a second and a less than one.
This time it's Lima on the jet play to the left. Number 14 easily gets the first down, and he's out near the 35-yard line.
Well, it's nice to have him back. He's been sitting out the first couple games here and brings a lot of speed. You know, it's just another option for the Holliston offense.
First down for the Panthers at the 33. This one's Harding. Harding right side. And he's got another first down all the way out to the 44-yard line. So the Panthers move the chains 2 plays in a row.
Well, it's good if you were thinking about the wind a little bit too. They're going against the wind, but it hasn't really been that bad right now. You get a couple gusts here and there, but it shouldn't affect the game at all. But the way Holliston's running the ball, I think they want to keep it on the ground and keep it away from Milton, make some yardage, and get in there and score.
This time it's Pacheco.
No gain on the play.
But Milton,
Second out.
very stout in the middle of the defense right there for no gain on first down.
They have been. They've really done a nice job in the middle there, but when Holliston gets outside a little bit, you know, they get some room to run. Of course, you got to, at some point, you got to try and run inside a little bit just to keep the defense honest.
Second down and 9 for Holliston. Kiley to pass. Fires. Intercepted. And a touchdown for Milton. Number 5. Or number 6.
Finnegan.
Jack Finnegan.
Well, I told you, he's out there all by himself, one-on-one. They let him try and have him take away one side of the field, and then they shift the safeties over to cover the other Holliston receivers. But Finnegan was able to get in there and finish out that play. He's just both sides of the ball. He does a nice job, and of course he does the kicking here too.
Finnegan's kick is up and good. So with 9:28 to go in the third quarter, the Wildcats are on the board again, 28-0. So the Panthers are moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah, well,
Nice little first drive from their own 15 out to the 45. And that ball just got tipped. Looked like went off the hands of the receiver, or one of the hands of the receiver, right into Finnegan's lap.
Well, this is kind of uncharted territory here for the Panthers. Until tonight, they hadn't even been behind it all year. 9:28 left to go in the third quarter. And the offense will be back at it again. Maybe we'll get a big play off of the receiving team here, Tom.
Right.
Wow.
Kick from Finnegan
Wow.
with the wind at its back is 5 yards deep in the end zone.
Not to mention the adrenaline.
Yeah. Well, he's doing it all right now. He intercepts the pass, run it back for a touchdown, kicks the extra point, come out, kicks the ball in beyond the end zone. Quite an athlete.
So Holliston will start at their own 20-yard line.
I'm wondering at some point if we're going to see war, but you know, the problem is you don't have a lot of time. You got to score quickly. So you got to go into spread offense.
Dennison on the jet play. He keeps his feet and he's got a first down as he dances out of bounds. Right at the 32-yard line.
Clock stops.
So when the Panthers get to that edge, they've been successful.
That's the thing, and you can run that. You can run that all night. You can run reverses on it. You know, you do have to test the middle once in a while, and you do have to throw some kind of a pass once in a while. You got to keep those safeties back. You got to keep everybody a little bit honest, but they have controlled the edge out there offensively. 9:20 left to go in the third.
Fake to Sweeney, fires down the middle, Gentile, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Well, Joey had a chance there. I thought that one of the defenders got in the way, and I think
the defender
kinda
was
pushed them off.
flat-footed.
Yeah.
He did get in the way. He wasn't moving, but he was in the way of Gentile. It seemed to throw off the timing on that play. But that safety wasn't.
He was just stay right
he,
there.
he was not reading the play.
Right, and Joe just kind of came by him and kind of pushed him got out of the way. And if Joe had caught that, it would have been Katie by the door.
2nd down and 10. Here they give it to Sweeney on the sweep. And number 11 out to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Ball be placed on the 40-yard line.
So Holliston having a lot of success on those jet plays and getting to the corner.
I'll tell you the other thing you can set up now too, if you could do it, if you have one back there that doesn't take too long to develop, is a nice reverse. A reverse here, because you're getting overreaction.
Over pursuit.
Yeah.
Here's the handoff to Harding. But big number 77 came blasting up and blew that play up.
He's having a heck of a game.
So that's going to make it a 4th down and 7. Decision time for Coach Kiley, but I don't think there's any decision. You want to stay in this game, you got to go.
That's right. If you're going to stay in, you got to do it. Now, if you don't make it, it's a very short field.
2 for 4 on 4th down tonight, guys.
Kiley drops, passes. One-hander almost hauled in by Gentile. But that'll turn it over on downs to the Wildcats at the Panther 35-yard line. 7:46 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Okay, now the defense, you're going to have to come up with some plays, and they certainly have the capability to do that. And they're going to have to control the running game here, because they'll probably start running, take some time off the clock, and get in for another touchdown. So, you know, got to watch that running game, but you also got to respect the passing capability of McHugh.
McHugh outside. He gets the corner. Scampers are, he's got a first down and more. He's all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, once again, you know, it's easy to say for me up here, but you really have to contain. You have to control the edge. Just like we're able to make a lot of yardage around the edge, so were they.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as they're right on the edge of the red zone. McHugh fires, bounces off the Salmon's hands.
2nd down.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats.
That ball, I didn't see who the defender was for Holliston, but if he was maybe 5 feet more outside, he would have intercepted that ball and he could have brought it all the way back. There was nobody else out there.
McHugh pushed out of the pocket, fires.
Almost picked off.
Almost picked it.
Dennison.
Yep, incomplete.
So good job by Dennison out there. Bringing up a 3rd down and 10.
Finnegan comes back on the offense.
And I think it was Big Z with pressure on the quarterback there.
Owen Zakshevsky. McHugh looks left, fires to the corner of the end zone. Looking for Olsen. Touchdown, Milton. Just got a step beyond the Panthers, and Shane Olsen goes into a slide and grabs his first touchdown of the season.
Again, a nicely thrown ball. A little bit low, but the only guy that was there to go down and be able to go down and catch it. I'm not sure that the Holliston defender saw the ball coming in. So once again, the defenders for Holliston seem to be almost right in perfect position.
Finnegan's kick is no good.
8:57 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Now they're calling a procedure penalty against Holliston.
So they're going to retry the kick.
Now, what's the procedure against defense? Now, that's a new one. I gotta dig deep into my rule book on that one. I know offsides, I know holding.
Yeah, it might be something with how you're lined up over the snapper, something like that.
Oh, maybe
you know?
they tried to jump over. If it's one of those jumping deals or something.
You're going to do the old swinging gate here. There it is.
Yeah, they do this all the time. They always do that on their. They called about 3 times a penalty on that in the Situate game. That's good.
Finnegan's kick this time is good. And with 6:57 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's 35-0 Milton. Well, the Panthers have moved the ball, but just haven't been able to capitalize.
Well, they have moved, but they haven't been able to sustain a drive, and when they got down close a couple times, one time on 4th and short, they weren't able to finish off, and another time they got down there on I think it was 2nd or 3rd down and short, and they got a penalty, a procedure penalty, and it brought them back, and just as they brought the War offense in there to go in. So, it's a tough thing. You got to finish. You got to be able to finish. I'll tell you though, I'm very. I've seen McHugh now. This is the 2nd time I've seen him, and
he's very impressive.
Very, very impressed.
He's got a great release on the ball, and he shows good decision making under duress.
Yeah,
as they say.
I mean, they've been after him a few times tonight, but they really haven't got to him. And he's also got the great speed. He can run around the end.
Finnegan's kick is high. Comes down at the goal line. Dennison's going to bring it out. Andrew Dennison all the way out to the 20-yard line.
I think on those, what you have to do when you're the other back there, the other receiver back there, you have to tell Dennison, let it go, let it get in there and get the ball at the 25.
No, that's just the pros.
College
High school still gets it at the 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
college
20?
too, but yeah, 20 in high school.
Oh, the 20, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they got it at the 25. No, okay. Either way, you know, because what you'd hate to have happen is you get down there and you catch the ball and then there's a penalty or something. Now you get the ball half the distance of the goal, you know. 8:50 left to go in the third. I'm sorry, 6:50.
Kylie looks right, left, back left, connects. Away from a couple of defenders. That was Gentile with the catch.
Right up to the 35-yard
And
line.
the Panthers move the chains again.
Panther first down.
See if they can put together a drive right here. Kylie, short drop, fires right. Incomplete, intended for Dennison.
Second and 10. I still would like to see some kind of a misdirection or some kind of reverse play here and get that pursuit. These guys are just pinning their ears back and coming quickly, and there's nothing. They don't have to stop and think about anything. You got to give them a little bit something to think about, I think.
Second down and 10 from the Panthers from their own 35. Kylie down the middle, connects to Brady Sweeney, bounces off of one defender, and he's into Wildcat territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, a 22 or 23-yard pickup. Nicely done.
$23 yards to be exact.
42-yard line.
Clock running, 5:35 left to go in the third.
Kylie again to Brady Sweeney. He's tackled by the safety, number 10, but he's got another first down. This one at the 25-yard line.
Wait a minute now, there's something going on. What's this ref?
Or the 30-yard line.
Okay.
What?
I thought the ref was calling the playback, but he was just whistling about something else over there.
First down.
Was he calling a procedure penalty? First and 10 from the 30. Kylie has to scramble right. Gets back to, picks up 5 yards to the 25.
Wow, that was actually a nice run. That was kind of looked a little like a broken type of a play, and
Well,
he gets some
4
nice
yards,
yardage.
4-yard gain.
But
Yeah,
still-
it was.
Still get some nice yardage on it. Again, getting to the outside, they're really able to do that. There's a timeout. Holliston.
Timeout Holliston with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a sec. Panthers get to the line, 2nd and 5. Long 5. Twin receivers to both sides. Harding the backfield. Kylie fires.
That's pass
And
interference.
we got an
Yeah.
interference call
Yep.
as Sweeney was obstructed on his way to the end zone.
Good flag in the field.
Just can't have that.
I think though, when the Milton coaches see that, they're not going to be upset about that because I think Sweeney would have had a touchdown if he get by.
Should be an automatic first down. Place the ball at the 15. It'll be first down, 1st and 10 Panthers. Kiley back to pass, looks right, looks left, scrambles right, got a little bit of room. Just short of the 10-yard line.
Down at the 12-yard line. Second down.
So gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
One of the things notice with TJ, he's kind of carrying that ball out a little bit. You know, when he starts running, I'd feel a little better if he brought that ball in close. You know, I know when he's still able to pass, you want to do that, but once you turn that corner, I think you want to be able to pull the ball in.
Yeah, for the first time in this game since the first half, the wind has started to pick up a little bit.
This time Harding follows his block and cuts back, reaches forward. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like he picked up 4 or 5. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Brings up a 3rd and 3.
Okay, let's pound it, boys. Let's just keep pounding it. You know?
Number 44, C.J. Pacheco checks in at running back. Fake to Pacheco. Oh, off the wide end. The right end.
Sack on the play.
Kiley with a blind move right there and did not see him coming.
Well, that defensive line is playing very, very well for Milton. Every time Holliston seems to get something going and they get a nice opportunity to come down and score and everything, and that defense is just taking it away from them.
I mean, they got lucky right there. It couldn't have been the right defensive end. It was the left defensive end. So 4th down and 11. Panthers are going to go for it. Kiley's going to throw to the middle of the end zone, and it's going to be knocked down.
Pass deflected.
So the Panthers will turn it over on downs in the red zone again. 1:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
First down.
Would have been nice if Holliston could have scored there because coming into the 4th quarter with this score, it'll be running time, and it's not going to give them a lot of time to be able to get down and score several more touchdowns.
Owen McHugh back at quarterback. Quick pass to the outside, connects with Dylan McKenzie.
Yeah, I'd watch McHugh. I figured at this point of the game they'd just work their running game, but
Well, they've got a very effective short passing game too.
that's a nice job. Nice tackle.
And off to number 35, but no gain on the play, loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd 11.
Again, this is the point where you want to clock's running with 1 minute left to go in the 3rd. You got to make sure to contain McHugh here. He loves running in these situations.
The cue to pass, going deep. It's got number 4, Luke Salmons in stride. Touchdown, Wildcats! The vertical game working again for Milton.
That ball was thrown a long way in the air.
74-yard touchdown.
75-yard touchdown receipt.
35 seconds left to go in the third. Well, Tom, in Los, this wasn't quite what I expected out of this game.
No, not what anybody expected.
But I did say, you know, when we get in there, I said when two teams are evenly matched like this, sometimes one team gets out in front. His kick is good. But sometimes when two teams are evenly matched and one team gets out in front like this, and it just keeps going and
gets the big momentum going.
Yeah, and you really don't have the opportunity a lot of times when you're playing a team like this Milton team, to make any mistakes. And you know, unfortunately, Holliston made a couple mistakes early, and Milton was able to take advantage of them. But we're still not into the fourth quarter. They are running time now. So this will be the end of the third quarter, I think.
So the end of the third quarter, the Wildcats 42, Panthers nothing. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment.
Maybe the quarter isn't over yet.
All right, start of the fourth quarter, and
well, I think honestly, Tom, I think
they're going to put. They shouldn't have started the clock on the kickoff.
So they're going to
15 seconds left in the third quarter.
They're going to keep the clock down on the field now.
Finnegan's kick is a strong one up in the wind, all the way back out the end zone. That'll do it for the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. Holliston 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line to start the fourth quarter. Kiley's thrown on first down. Andrew Dennison had a step, and there was a flag that went out. Interference on Milton.
Yep. So that will give Holliston a first down.
Brings the ball out to the 35.
I think though, Tom, in Los, isn't that the call that it's really not a automatic first down? You got to make the first down.
No, it is an automatic first down.
Right.
Because last year.
But it's
roughing the kicker is automatic first down.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1st and 10, so it was going to be a first down anyway.
Yep.
But if it's 1st and long, 1st and 15, it's not automatically a first down.
Second down.
First down incomplete for the Panthers. Second and 10. Kiley to throw. Fires. Brady Sweeney keeps his feet after the initial hit and crosses midfield.
Kylie to Sweeney over the middle has been open all night long.
Yeah, well, that's one of those plays we talked about earlier when we had said that, he can get out in the flat, but he also has that nice, beautiful crossing pattern. And when he gets out, if he can get to the outside of the field, he can go.
Ball's at the 48 of Milton.
Clock's running, 10 minutes left to go in the game.
Kylie again to throw, but he is taken under by number 55. Second down and 17 for Holliston.
Second down.
Milton's third sack of the night.
Well, they've done a nice job of defensively containing Holliston and getting after TJ. There it is.
Going
there
deep
it is.
to Dennison. No call.
Wow.
Third down.
They'll bring third down and 17.
So Holliston, going with the wind, they're trying to get that ball a little bit deeper. But right now, they can do maybe a little damage underneath too. It's only third down. You know you're going to pass on fourth down, so maybe you don't have to go that deep.
Kylie chased out of the pocket. He's got some room.
Oh, great run.
And he looks like he's close to a first down.
Great run by TJ.
Oh, bring a fourth down and
About 4.
2 or 3. Let's see where they spot it. Oh, it's going to be 4. 4th and 4.
Okay, let's see if we can sweep to the outside again.
Quick pass.
Got it.
Caught for a first down.
Pass is complete.
Again, this is running
That was
time.
Koa Lima, his first catch of the year.
Zone brings up
Time.
the first
Clock
down.
still running. 7:45 left to go.
Bobby plays on the
Kylie to throw deep again to Dennison.
Wow.
pass incomplete.
Allowing a lot of contact.
Yeah, that. I mean, I don't know. You just kind of running into the receiver there, but whatever. Dennison's
Second down and 10.
Andrew
Ball's on
Dennison,
the 35-yard line.
Andrew Dennison's going to be one tired kid tonight.
Kylie fires to
go.
the
Yeah,
right
there you
side.
go.
Pass complete.
That was Lima on the crossing pattern.
That's a nice job. You want to go underneath. You don't have to keep throwing deep all the time. Throwing deep is nice because it will loosen up those safeties and those D-backs a little bit and make them respect the throw a little bit. But it's nice to open up the middle and just TJ doesn't have to throw the ball all the way downfield.
Panthers are in the red zone, 1st and 10. Chased out of the pocket.
Pass incomplete.
Wisely throws it away.
Second and 10 for Holliston.
6 minutes left to go in the game.
Rush is gone. TJ steps up, steps through. Takes a hit, just
I
he
think
moved the chains. He got
Yep.
the first
he got
down.
the first down.
Looks like he's down to the 5-yard line.
Holliston with 5:15 left to go in the game. Lines up, see if we can put one in here.
Fake to Pacheco. Kylie looks, crossing pattern, number 11, touchdown, Panthers! Brady Sweeney with the catch. Oh, Kawal Lima.
That was Lima, yeah. Welcome back.
His number 14's first touchdown of the season, third of his Panther career, and puts Holliston on the board with 4:38 to go. So used to Sweeney on the crossing pattern there that when I saw the 1-1.
I did too. I saw the 1-2. Now let's see, this is Holliston. Oh no, this is legal procedure against the defense. Okay. So we'll move the ball half the distance. He likes illegal procedures. It certainly caused a lot of legal procedure penalties.
McElliott for the extra point. And it is no good. The kick never got off.
Yeah.
So with 3:42 to go in the game, Wildcats lead is 42-6. Well, it doesn't get too much easier for the Panthers. They've got another Bay State opponent next week.
They got Braintree at home. Make sure
the Braintree Womps are coming to Holliston.
First of all, everyone listening tonight, we want to welcome you and thank you for listening in. But next week we'll be home, so get down to the committee and field. Support these guys as they turn around. They're going to start a new winning streak starting next week. Clock running, 3 minutes left
no
to go.
cupcakes on this Panther schedule.
Nope. Onside kick. Holliston get it?
Onside kick.
Of course, the clock's running, so you gotta hurry up if they're gonna get out there.
Flag on the play. I don't think it went 10 yards.
Oh, flag, yep. Well, we got a minute here. Want to thank our crew. Christian Boudet on his computer here. Bruce Guilfoy up in the big camera. The real Tom Harmon down on the field. Of course, Carlos doing the stats and Tom doing the great play-by-play that he always does. So we're going to do a re-kick, but it really doesn't matter much because the clock's going to pretty much run out. 2:10 left to go. By the time Holliston sets up, it'll be well under 2 minutes.
So after the penalty, Holliston will have to try the kick again.
.135 left to go in the game. And what else will go wrong? The ball gets blown off the tee twice.
Onside kick.
The ball was loose there for a little bit. But it appears as if Milton recovered.
Yeah, what they're going to do, they're just going to take a knee and that'll be it. Clock running.
48-yard line.
45 seconds left to go. Well, as I said earlier, not the way we had designed it, but that's the way it happens. Every so often you run into one of these situations. And the best thing you can do is kind of learn what you can learn from it, forget the rest of it, and move on and start anew next week against
It's not where you start, it's where you finish.
That's right. That's right.
Panthers had a little momentum after the first 2 games. This is a little setback. But the Panthers will bounce back against the Womps. And then Tri-Valley League
Small game.
action starts. And
That's
it should
right.
be exciting this year.
Yep, should be.
That concludes the game. Game is over.
So 42-6 is your final score. And Los, do you have the final lowdown? He does. Take it away.
All right, thanks, Tom. The final score from Brooks Field here in Milton, Massachusetts. The Milton Wildcats 42, Holliston Panthers 6. If you were to look at these stats and not know what the score was, you probably wouldn't have guessed it was such a big win for Milton here. First downs, actually Holliston led the game in first downs, 18-12. Total yards, very close, 330 for Milton, 301 for Holliston. That's 180 yards passing for the Panthers, 219 yards passing for the Wildcats, 121 yards rushing for the Panthers. They actually outrushed Milton by 10 yards. Milton had 111 yards rushing. Very clean game by both teams, no fumbles lost in this game. A lot of the turnovers, all of the turnovers were interceptions, but really good plays on the ball. Just some individual stats here. Quarterback TJ Kiley was 15 of 28 for 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The leading rusher for the Panthers, let me just refresh my stats here, was Devin Harding. He had 50 yards on 11 carries. Andrew Dennison with 42 yards on 7 carries. And Brady Sweeney had 17 yards as well. The leading receivers for the Panthers, very good game from Brady Sweeney, 97 yards receiving on 7 catches. Kawhi Lima on his return to the Panthers, 30 yards and 3 catches, including a touchdown, the lone touchdown for the Panthers tonight. Joey Gentile checking in with 20 yards as well. You want to call out some stats to Milton because they did have a good night here, particularly Owen McHugh, the quarterback. 7 for 11, 219 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Just a very, well-managed game for him. He also had some really big scrambles for long yardages and first downs, as well as some excellent long touchdown throws. Their leading rusher tonight was Owen McHugh as well. He had 81 yards rushing the ball, but the leading rusher from the running backs was Jack Finnegan. He had 27 yards on 6 carries. The leading receiver for Milton was Michael Fulton. He had an excellent game, 3 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. The other touchdown receptions going to Shane Olson, Luke Salmon, and those 2. And then defensively for the Panthers, some great efforts here on defense from Andrew Dennison, Joey Gentile, and David Villa. They were the leading tacklers in this game. And then we also had 2 big pass breakups, one from Dennison and the other from Brady Sweeney. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Okay, we also want to thank once again our staff here, and remember we want to let Brad Andriola know we're still thinking everybody get better. Final score here from Milton 42, Holliston 6. We'll see you next week in Community Field. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.